All right, internet weirdos. From now on, I might call you Geardos. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Welcome to my new channel, Bad Grumpa's Maximum Security Orphanarium. All right, we'll talk about that title maybe one day. This program, or this clip, if you like, it's just going to be a quick intro into why it came about, a little bit about my mindset maybe, and what you can expect. All right, because clearly I'm making it up as we go along. How it came about, literally a couple of mates of mine are saying, look, you do some interesting weird stuff, why don't you film it, put it on YouTube? And at the same time, my kids are saying, Dad, you teach us mad shit that no one else has ever taught us ever at school, particularly. And we can't remember how to pass it on to our kids and stuff, so, because I am a grandpa, hence Bad Grumpa's Maximum Security Orphanarium. So I figured, well, do you know what? I've no intention on being some kind of influencer or any of these Instagram models or anything like that. Check me out, Instagram model, yeah. But I thought, well, it might be a laugh to video stuff. So yeah, hence the channel. Okay, so what can you expect? Well, the first thing that we're going to put on, if I can ever work out how to edit, because clearly my video and editing skills are way subpar. I mean, we're talking like Mariana's Trench subpar. All right, but the first one we've already done it. I'm trying to work out how to edit it. Just a little hill walking session out in the Peak District. You're going to see things like that. Maybe days out in the woods, pointing at fungus and that. And making stuff, you know, hammering metal and bending stuff, hopefully not breaking too much stuff. If we do break it, we'll be certainly mending it with black tape and paracord, all that kind of Bad Grumpa stuff, basically. All right. And in line with that, we're going to give you a little bit of a chance to put some input into the channel itself. So, you know, in the comments, maybe you can help us out right now. So things like, what could you do with all these protein powder tubs I've been saving? I've got hundreds of them. They're dead useful, but for what? This is the thing. What can we make out of them? So if you've got a good idea for them, I'll try and have a think, but we'll try and make something out of protein powder pots. Promised a mate of mine I'd make something out of these railroad spikes you give me. I've got a couple of them. All right. So one I'm going to make him a knife out of. All right. I've got spares in case I fuck it up, but I'm going to make him a knife, and I'm going to try and make an axe head out of that one. All right. It's going to be a little axe, clearly, but I'm going to try and make an axe head out of that one. All right. So that might be something you might want to see. Another thing. Again, I didn't make this axe, but it's a commercially available axe head that I reground. So there's the commercially available one that this one looked like. All I did was I reground it, made it look a bit more sexy, all right? That one is Old English workman. That one's a bit more sort of Vikings, isn't it? All right, I need to put an handle on that, maybe fancy it up with some paracord or some leather wrapping or something like that. So do you want to see that? Another project, this one's going to be a pain in the ass, I've got to be honest. So, this, I don't know if any of you guys have seen these before. These are World War II air raid warden axes, all right? Originally, they'd have a vulcanized rubber grip on them from the 1940s. And over time, that natural rubber grip has just corroded and fell to bits. So I've got the skeleton of the axe. So I figured rather than chucking it away, what we'd do is I've got a gazillion ton of leather scraps, all right? We turn them leather scraps into washers with a bit of brass and some fancy plastic here and there, maybe make a stacked washer handle for that, and make it nice and fancy. Grind all that rust off, polish it up a bit, see what it turns into. Now that is going to be tedious, I'll tell you now. All them stack washers are just going to be a nightmare. They're just going to be so boring. But, I mean, it might look tidy when I've done it. So does anyone want fancy having a look at that? And we'll see what that can be made into. All right. And if you've got any of your own ideas, let us know what you fancy having a crack at, because, you know, we've got not a massively It's not a massively well-equipped garage, but you know, it's got stuff. We've got power, and you know, if you hit it hard enough, it'll probably work, won't it? I'm excited to see where it goes. I've never done this kind of thing before. Check me out. All right, it might be a laugh, man. It. All right, and if you've got nothing to do at 3 a.m. and you're just sat there monging on the internet, then you know, I'm the guy for you.